expert talking 401ks. Plus, if you meal prep and by the end of the week you're bored, well, we have an expert coming in to tell us how to spice things up and keep it fresh.
And you know Mike Polk, he loves to be the first one to a party. Even though Mardi Gras isn't to tomorrow, he is celebrating with us live today. What's new starts now.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New with Betsy Kling and Jay Crawford.
And a very good hello again to everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you had a spectacular weekend. I know I enjoyed both Saturday and Sunday. Great weather.
Beautiful.
It's warming up.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Not for long, though.
Here's what's new at 5 o'clock. By the way, I'm Jay Crawford with Betsy Kling.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. It's been an emotional day for so many people because we heard from Vanessa Bryant for the first time since her husband Kobe and daughter Gianna died in a plane crash last month. Just before the public memorial, Vanessa filed a lawsuit against the company that owned the helicopter the two were in when they crashed. Today, she talked about the bond between Kobe and Gianna.
God knew they couldn't be on this earth without each other. He had to bring them home to heaven together.
That is emotional. She said the two were always helping each other. Gianna even stayed after school to help the boys' basketball team. Now, interestingly enough, Michael Jordan gave everybody some comedic relief in all of this.
Yeah, a lot of speakers today. Michael, though, broke some of that levity with a moment that may have stole the show today. Watch this.
Now he's got me. I'll have to look at another crime meme for the next.
Yeah, everybody knows the crying meme, and Michael Jordan, and Michael was very emotional from his first words. His face was covered in tears. Two were very close. He said Kobe was like a little brother to him, and he's going to miss him, says he loves him still, always will. But everybody that has seen the crying Jordan memes, they know exactly what Michael's talking about.
Yeah, they do, definitely. And, you know, it's just such an incredible honor to Kobe and his daughter Gianna too, and the family element in all of this.
Yeah, very tough day for all Kobe Bryant fans. LA, tough place to be today. Next on your feed at 5, ramping fears of the coronavirus sending shockwaves through Wall Street after reports of a rising number of coronavirus cases in Italy, Iran, and South Korea. Foreign markets earlier today took a huge dive to start the trading week, and those losses reverberated here through U.S. markets. In fact, all three of the indices lost at least 3%. The Dow Jones final number down 1,000 plus points. It's the biggest single-day loss in 2 years. Days like these can make 401k watchers very nervous. Here's what our money man, Kevin Meyerhoff, said about how this hits home for individual investors.
But if you look at the balance tomorrow, it'll be less, but you really never lose money unless you sell something. So you have the same number of shares you had the day before. Just hang on to them until prices recover. And remember, this is for when you retire. It's down the road.
Yeah, so if you're years from retirement, no need to be nervous. These losses will be made up down the road. And it's a lot of people don't think this way because they hear that the stock market just crashed. Tomorrow is a great buying opportunity because everything is priced less than it was today. And the thinking is it will come back.
Right, ride the wave. That's what they always tell you. You're in it for the long haul, don't do the short term
Long haul,
stuff.
that's absolutely right.
Well, we have exciting news for Akron. A new golfing entertainment center could be on its way to the area. This month, building plans for Big Shots Golf Facility were submitted to the city. Manny Abraham is live there now. And Manny, this is kind of like Top Golf, which folks are getting used to around here. So how big will the facility be there?
Well, what we know from the early building and site plans is that Big Shots Golf will be bringing in about a one-level 36-bay facility right here at the Firestone 9 range. Now, today we got a first look into what that looks like. To compare, Top Golf in Independence has more than 100 hitting bays. The company describes itself as tech-driven entertainment and culinary experience. Big Shots Golf wouldn't confirm the project, just only releasing a statement that they do not have approved plans for location in Akron. So at this point, no official approval, but we talked to the city of Akron and they say things look like they are moving forward.
I mean, if we don't have approval, I guess this next question is going to be difficult to answer, but what might a timeline look like on something, on a project of this size, once they get approval?
So there's no exact time frame that we could see from those building plans, but we did talk to the city of Akron, and they say that so far, looking at the initial review, it looks like it falls within the zoning requirements here in the city. So that means the next steps would be getting a permit to start new construction.
All right, very good. Manny, thanks. We were at the Topgolf here a couple of weeks ago. It's a great time, and you don't have to be a golf lover to go out and do this.
No.
If you just like physical activity and you like to swing a club and hit something, you don't have to be great at this.
Or if you want to be outside while it's snowing and golfing at the same time.
That's
and
weird.
Not cold. Like,
Yeah.
it was the weirdest thing in the
It
world to
is.
see the snow swirling and hitting a golf ball in short sleeves.
And with the heating bays, I mean, I had a few layers on. I had to peel layers off, and it was below 32. It was snowing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was hard to see the ball because you'd actually lose it in the snowflakes. But it's a great time.
I'd hate
We
to
had
see
fun.
their electric bill. That's where I'll leave that one.
Yeah, that's why it can be on the pricey side.
Yeah, no doubt.
That electric bill is a big one. Okay, next on your feed at 5, your Ohio driver's license photo will soon be added to a facial recognition database, which may in the future be used as a program to help law enforcement officials track criminals. Sarah Andrews chaired the Ohio Attorney General's Facial Recognition Task Force. She says this program is dynamic, it is emerging and consequential for all of us. She's obviously for it. But as you might guess, there's another side to this issue. Civil liberties attorney Al Gerhardstein says if this facial recognition technology actually comes to be, all of us will be subject to review without any reasonable suspicion that we've committed a crime. He's clearly against it. Do you fall on either side of this issue, Betsy? Do you think it's an invasion of privacy?
I think people are putting their face out there all the time anyway, thanks to social media.
Yeah.
And if you're very concerned about it, don't be seen in places or in circumstances where it's a concern.
Or don't commit crimes.
Right? I mean, if you have a passport, the federal government already has your picture.
They do.
And it's associated to your name. Forget it. You're already done.
With Facebook, too, we've learned that some of those pictures are actually grabbed and used in facial recognition programs. Here's the thing. I do understand the fear that innocent individuals may be suspicious or actually suspects in crimes. But the thing of it is, and this is something that the officials that are pushing this program really emphasize, they're saying that it's not a substitution for police work.
Okay.
And they're also saying that this is just a tool to enhance the capabilities, and no one will be charged with a crime or convicted of a crime solely because they match an image of somebody who did commit a crime and was caught on camera doing so.
Right.
That's just a piece of the puzzle. If you're innocent and you're not committing crimes, I think it's a good thing. Anything that can help stem crime or catch criminals, in my view, I'm okay with that. I am. I know that civil liberties folks would scream and yell at me, but I'm okay with the invasion.
I just really hope my doppelganger is nice.
That's a very good and fair point.
All right, Sarah Schuchman is at the news desk with some other top headlines for the day. Hey, Sarah.
Happy Monday to you
Thank
both.
you, too.
I know we were all paying attention to this fire over the
my
weekend.
word.
You probably saw a lot of the videos and people talking about it online. Well, the state fire marshal has been busy in Rocky River after that massive condo fire last night, and he says there is no sign of criminal activity. It took just 15 minutes to fully engulf the complex there. Rockport River Condominiums was under construction, and this 3 News drone footage shows the destruction, what it left behind. You can tell, really, other than the elevator shafts, that's what's standing there in the middle, the complex is completely gutted. The fire even spread to a neighboring apartment building, causing evacuations and some damage there, and the ash spilled onto the highway, which forced 90 to shut down in both directions last evening. Now, it's all reopened. Even Hilliard Boulevard just reopened in both directions a short time ago. Well, after a deadlocked jury on Friday, today disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein was found guilty of 2 sexual assault charges. Weinstein was convicted of first-degree criminal sexual act and a third-degree rape charge stemming from the sexual assault of a woman and the rape of another. He was acquitted of 3 more serious charges of first-degree rape and 2 counts of predatory sexual assault. Weinstein will be sentenced on March 11th. The Richland County dog warden wants you to meet Factor. Isn't he cute? Factor is facing a tough battle ahead, though. The dog has a mass on his back that gives him only about 6 months to live. And the warden is hoping that Factor could spend those months living in a loving home. They say he gets along really well with other dogs and cats, and he's just a sweetheart overall. So someone with a really big heart themselves can maybe reach out on this and give him that home.
Aww.
That is heartbreaking.
It is.
It is, and I'm sure that there will be more than one kind viewer that wants to make his last 6 months as comfortable as possible.
And can I just say, the dog warden always gets a bad rap. I think this is pretty sweet that they've done that.
That they're going out of their way to make sure on this. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Sarah, we'll see you at 6.
We'll
Thank you
see
very
in a
much.
little bit, actually. She's
That's right.
That's
We'll see her before 6. Ahead on What's New, meal prepping is a popular food trend, but by Friday, many are sick of eating the same thing. So we have an expert here. There she is. She's going to help us spice up our meals throughout the week.
All right. And speaking of spicy, Stephanie, what do we have coming up with Clicking at Cleveland?
Oh, a little spice for you. This is an absolutely incredible story, Betsy. These 2 cheetah cubs that you see right here, they were born to a surrogate mama at the Columbus Zoo through IVF and embryo transfer.
Wow.
Yes, the miracles of modern science, right?
Wow.
We've also got more big names coming to play here in Northeast Ohio, so we'll tell you what shows to put on your calendar and when you can get those tickets.
Very good. See you soon. Matt, how's the commute looking?
Well, I'll tell you what, not too bad today. Actually, not a whole lot of problems in terms of accidents. Take a live look now, 76 at 77, where it meets up with Route 8. Everything flowing smoothly. Typical slowdowns around Dead Man's Curve downtown. A couple slowdowns that are a little bit more than normal as you get down towards 21. This is down towards 585, the merge there. We've got southbound traffic that's slower than usual, and your typical slowdowns heading into the Talmadge Circle. We'll be back with a look at that forecast. It's going to be a messy week ahead, coming up after the break.
It is Make Ahead Monday, and my mind is already blown. One of the best ways to stay on an eating plan is to always have something healthy and delicious ready at mealtime. Grab and go.
Yeah, Anna Day is here. She's from Clean Eats. Anna, you're going to help us create meal prep lifestyles that keep the food interesting, because I know I don't do this, but I know a lot of people that do.
Yep.
And they say by Thursday or Friday they're looking at the same thing over and over and they're tired of it. So help us spice it up.
So Clean Eats is all about kind of, doing the healthy prep meal concept without it always just being your basic chicken and broccoli.
Right.
And when we meal prep for ourselves, we get kind of stuck in that tunnel vision of, oh, I'm making these same meals all the time. So I brought some stuff today, kind of show you guys a barbecue bison and our healthy version of candied yams.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to kind of show you what that looks like. When you're meal prepping, the first thing you want to do, of course, is cook your food, and then you want to cool it. And that's a step a lot of people don't think of at home, but you should never be lidding hot food because it can create foodborne bacteria.
I didn't know that.
Right, and then you know what? When I food prep for myself, I actually didn't know that either. So
That's
we
insane.
definitely
Gonna
know
have to
that
tell
for
my
you.
kids good luck.
Yep. So we always want to take care of that, and this food is cooked and cooled, and it's ready for us to rock and roll today.
Okay, super.
So
Let's put it together.
So the first thing we've got here, this is our sweet potatoes. Okay, this is going to be our complex carbohydrate today, which is a great option. So if we're meal prepping, we want to weigh it to make sure our macronutrients are correct and that we're putting the right amount of food in this container.
So this is obviously for people who are like really into the specific diet needs and wants.
If you're coming to a company like Clean Eats to do it for you, we're just trying to make sure we get you to where you want to be as far as your goals go. I truly don't think weighing your food is as cumbersome as a lot of people.
I'm an
feel
eyeball
it is.
kind of a person.
But yes, that's a true point. You can get used to that eyeballing and have a good feel for it.
And if I like it, the eyeballs seem
eyeballs grow.
Want a little more.
So we also have 3 ounces of asparagus that we've already weighed and portioned and grilled.
Okay.
So we're going to put that there.
Oh,
We've
that's
got
so
our
pretty.
delicious veggie.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have our bison. So
Bison is so good.
So good. It's a leaner option to your traditional ground beef. A little bit leaner in fat, but it's got some healthy fat for us.
Good taste too.
Good taste,
There's just a little bit of some people say gamey, but I mean, it's just the hint of a difference from regular beef.
Right. A lot of our regular beef connoisseurs are into the bison as opposed to our chicken or our shrimp or salmon.
But because it's leaner, you're not getting a lot of the grease that would normally come along with that kind of meat.
Absolutely. So I think that it is a delicious alternative that kind of keeps you on track. For this meal, this is our low sugar barbecue sauce.
Ooh. All right.
And when we think barbecue sauce, we don't think healthy. But that's one thing Clean Eats is all about. Making foods that maybe we don't traditionally think of as healthy.
Right.
Making a couple quick spins on them.
All right.
And making this meal really
So
yummy.
do you just dump it right on there?
What we're going to do is make sure that we are only putting 1 ounce of this sauce on
good
here.
gravy.
Because sauce is the tricky one.
Okay.
And that is definitely where we can kind of fall off
All right,
track.
so we have less than a minute now. You said you have something else for us to put together too?
Actually, what we're going to finish up with this meal is our Clean Eats Sweet and Flexy
Even
spice.
better.
Yes. So this is a no sugar seasoning we have, and it's like a spin on cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
So this is where we make these yams, what we call our healthy candied yams. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sprinkle that
slick.
right there. And what do you know? That meal right there is only 353 calories.
Really?
It's over 25 grams of protein.
Nice.
Got a heavy weight to it. It's going to be a filling lunch for our customers. And this is just one idea that someone at home can put together and straight from that chicken and broccoli that we're used to, but still stay on track with a healthy portion meal.
So I'm going to tell you,
Great.
Clean Eats, they do meal prep for you. You literally go and pick up a bag of all your prepped foods. There's a
You're located
calendar
in
on
Mentor,
the back.
right?
Yes, we're in Metro,
If you
Ohio.
are a millennial or you know a millennial, like this is your jam. It's handed to you.
Matt, this isn't a bad way to live.
It is.
And actually the senior population, because they don't have a family to cook for,
This is perfect
this
sizes.
has been a really perfect option for them as well.
I like
Great
it.
stuff. Love it. Thank you, Anna, for coming in.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you guys for having me.
Matt,
All of
is
these
there a-
recipes, I want to say quickly, are on our website, WKYC.com.
That's true.
So,
do you have a
wanna check
word
that
for
out.
Matt?
I do. Around this food, I think the buzzword for me was spice, because we want to spice it up a little
okay.
bit. So work spicy into your weather forecast.
I was going to say buffalo,
dare.
but spicy's easier.
If you
Great.
dare.
To me, that's not enough calories. I need at least 1,000 calories every meal. So that's usually where the
Good luck
cakes
with that,
come into
Matt.
play after that. All right, you saw the sky cam there. Clouds continue to thicken up. We've got rain on our way tonight, northeast Ohio. Not seeing a whole lot right now. It's got some dry air to overcome, but you can see the rain showing up here on our computer model. Temperatures, though, mild. We'll be back into the 40s tonight, and we're all rain tonight out ahead of this next weather system. This has been pretty well advertised, this system moving in. You can see some of the areas of those sprinkles that we've had. Not a lot going on right now, but the bigger picture shows a bigger storm system down to our south and the west. This will bring rain in here tonight, and we're going to be on the rainy side of things over the next 48 hours, and then things start to change. So it'd be all good if this storm system went by. We'd see a little rain, maybe a little snow, but complicating the forecast, making it a little bit more spicy is this system coming in from the south. Where's my ding-ding?
We're not listening. We're eating.
I was listening.
What, we fall asleep the first 5 minutes?
I was on it.
We're eating healthy.
Okay, well, it does smell good. All right, anyway, making things more spicy is the fact that we have another area low pressure that's going to head into this system, and that's really going to ramp this up. So we've got storm 1 that'll arrive tonight. We've got storm number 2 bringing the cold air. These will merge together and form a pretty complex storm system. So let's go hour by hour through your forecast. Here comes the rain tonight. Tomorrow morning out the door, we will have some showers around. They'll be come and go showers. Not going to be a constant washout, but look what happens as the secondary low kind of comes into this system. It's going to form yet another area low pressure that'll really ramp up as it heads through. So for us, what does that mean? It's all rain Tuesday night, but watch what happens as we go into Wednesday morning. We start to bring cold air. We've got plenty of moisture in place. That will transition some of that rain over to snow the further north and west you are. Meanwhile, we're rain down to the south and the east. And as we go through the day Wednesday, that's our transition day, everything's going to sink south. We're going to see that band of snow sink further south. The rain's going to eventually push on out. We'll change rain over to all snow by Wednesday night. That's when things could get kind of messy around here. Then Thursday morning, this low really ramps up as it heads north and east. We've got a wind off the lake, widespread snow showers, and much, much colder. And beyond that, we stay in that cold air over the course of the weekend. We're going to be talking lake effect snow that'll wobble its way through the primary snow belt as we go through not just Friday, but Saturday as well. That will be our next feature to watch beyond this storm system. So in terms of timeline, this is what we're looking at. Tuesday, all rain tomorrow. No weather worries outside of wet streets. Wednesday's our transition day, and then Thursday, we're locked into the snow across northeast Ohio before we transition to lake effect thereafter. Universal Windows Direct 7-day forecast. 46 tomorrow, on and off rain. There's your transition as we go into Wednesday. And then Thursday, that's when we bring that wintry scenario in here. High temperatures struggling to get out of the 20s. And then same thing for Friday, Saturday. Guys, a cold weekend ahead, so we enjoyed the sunshine over the last couple days, but winter is back.
It was fantastic this weekend. Throw the kids outside, go do your thing.
I don't want to complain about 50s, but it didn't feel 50.
Sunday
it was windy.
I know, the wind ruined it. I totally agree.
We went for a long walk, and I thought I would be sweating after, and the wind was much colder than I expected it to be.
I know we can do better for Jay, clearly.
It's February.
Please.
Yeah, sorry,
Give me
Jay.
a 60 weekend, will you? Work that up for next weekend.
Never happy.
We'll get there. All right.
Thank you, Matt.
Speaking of the warmer weather and whatnot, there is a lot of cool stuff that's been happening over at Cedar Point as they get ready to celebrate a big anniversary, and they're giving away lifetime passes. We have how you can try to get one. Hi, Jay's mom. We have clouds.
That's so
and we're
funny.
Getting snow. Oh, here comes Stephanie.
She texts me, "Hi, son, I see you."
Thank you, Monique.
She's hilarious. that cab right there. Now, my mom says just now, tell Matt to reserve warm weather for me in March when she's here for Kirsten's baby shower. So can you try to set aside about a week for Mom?
I'll send an email. Yep, I got it.
I'm literally yelling, Jay, we're coming back. He's over.
Are we on TV right now?
You're yakking it up over there, my word. Meanwhile, Stephanie's been working so hard putting Clicking in Cleveland together for us. You're a hot mess today. What's going on with you?
It's Monday. It takes me a full day to get into work mode.
Let's catch up with what is Clicking in Cleveland, please.
Well, very exciting news today. The Cedar Point's Ticket of a Lifetime online contest that starts today. We've been waiting for this for a long time. So this is a free ticket that gets you into Cedar Point, the Cedar Point Shores Water Park, and free parking for the rest of your life.
Need that.
25 online winners will be able to take this home. They're giving one away every week now through August 16th, and you don't have to go alone. All of those winners will get 3 more passes to share with their friends or loved ones.
Wow.
Here's where you enter, ticketofalifetime.com. We have more details of that on the website as well. Okay, this is a story that I am just so excited to share with you guys. Science is absolutely incredible. There were 2 cheetah cubs born at the Columbus Zoo using in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. IVF, that's when you combine an egg and a sperm outside of the body, you make an embryo, you put it back inside the mother. That's what they did with these cheetahs. You're looking at the boy and the girl. They are born on Wednesday night to a surrogate mom, Isabel. They call her Izzy. Now the biological mom, her name is Kabibi. So they did it this way because Izzy is only 3 years old and Kabibi is 6.5, and just like us humans, it's harder to get pregnant naturally as they get older. So the point here is preserving the species. Izzy's bloodline is already doing okay. Kabibi's has been dying out. So here we are. Only 7,500 cheetahs alive today, and we've got 2 more.
Adorable.
Adorable, right?
Betsy wants one, and so do I.
Well, they're going to have to do it again because I want one too. All right, here are some big names coming to Northeast Ohio. We've got new concerts coming to town. Akron's own Black Keys will be here at the Blossom Music Center with special guests Gary Clark Jr. and Yola. That's Tuesday, August 11th. Also, Michael Stanley and the Resonators will be performing with Donnie Iris and the Cruisers together at the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater. That's Saturday, July 18th. Tickets for both of those shows go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. And I got one more for you.
Yes.
We know Fat Tuesday is coming up on Tuesday, so if you do the Lent thing, that's your day to gorge before you give everything up.
Yes, it is.
So it's the perfect time to have a ponchki.
Yes.
This is a Polish donut. It's filled with jelly.
Yeah.
We've got a full guide on where to go in Northeast Ohio on WKYC.com. And to do it, you just text YUM to 216-344-3300. That'll
cool.
take you right to our list. And there are tons of places. These things look so good.
I'm telling you, Rudy Strudel in Parma is
that your go-to?
bomb.
All right.
I go there
Very good.
all year long.
Next
They
time you
are
go,
the best.
pick up 2.
Yes.
Pick up 2. I'm going to try that.
And they have
3.
pierogies too. We
Come
are
on,
live
guys.
there tomorrow.
Don't leave me out of the Cubs or the donuts.
3. I'm sorry, 3.
Thank you.
4, because Matt's here too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if
Very
you
good.
are going to be celebrating your big Fat Tuesday tomorrow, have we got a deal for you? Get ready for this. Stephanie, you're going to eat mine. Kentucky Fried Chicken just stepped up in the sandwich game.
Yeah, they did.
KFC relaunched their chicken and donuts Sammy. Fried chicken between
Look
2
at that.
glazed donuts. The company created a frenzy during a test run last year, and today it's available nationwide. Now, somebody somewhere thought it'd be fun to bring 2 of these bad boys in, and the first thing I'm going to tell you is when I pick it up, this weighs like 5 pounds.
It is very heavy.
So we just had our healthy eating segment, and this is the exact opposite.
I'm going to get my wet nap ready.
Yeah, look at this. Glazed donuts with the chicken, all right? Now, here's the stats. 65 grams of fat.
What?
That is 100% of your daily allowance on a 2,000-calorie diet.
What's one bite?
13 grams of saturated fat, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,300 plus milligrams of sodium. Make it a little bite, baby.
I'm still going to take a bite.
100 grams of carbs. For all of you carb counters, me included. Yes, 100 grams of carbs. It might be worth it, though. Is it worth it?
Every last one.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? Sweet, salty. You got the little spiciness going on, too.
Do you like chicken and waffles?
It's 1,100 calories in total. You are getting 29 grams of protein, though. There's that.
Well.
So now you won't be hungry the rest of the night.
Are you a fan of chicken and waffles?
I love chicken and waffles.
It's chicken and waffles with much more goodness thrown in there. The glazed donuts make it, it puts it over the top.
Just a little bit of the
Live a little, take a bite.
I did. The donut's freaking amazing. I
feel my heart skipping a beat.
Don't you
I don't know if it's from that or not.
No, we're not allowed to
I'll
do
be
that.
fine. I'll be fine. Okay, here's what we're working on for you in the second half hour of the show. A developer wants to transform part of downtown's lakefront into an outlet mall. We want you to weigh in. Would you support it? Plus, we'll tell you what it would include.
And we alluded to it earlier, Sarah Shookman is going to join us. She is going to check out all the new baby gear out there for expecting parents. And she also dishes on how she's feeling as she gets ready for her first kiddo.
Plus, Disney features its first LGBTQ character, but their attempt to be more inclusive might be a major flop. We'll tell you about that.
All right, one more bite of the donut.
Take a big bite.
Oh, it's
Live a little.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New with Betsy Kling and Jay Crawford.
My hands have that glaze all over, the glaze from glazed donuts.
I am halfway through a post of Jay eating the sandwich, and you will see just how much he enjoys that KFC.
It's unbelievable.
Amazing chicken and donuts.
I had to throw it away from me. Get it away from me. I would have eaten the whole thing.
I have trash hidden underneath my computer, so this is our stash. All right. Welcome back to What's New, everybody. We have an update on a pretty cool story that we shared with you on Friday. Elyria freshman Riley Banyas finished runner-up in the first ever Girls Ohio High School State Wrestling Tournament. In the regular season, she went 12-7, and the majority of her wins were against boys. Now, our other local girls did a pretty great job, too. Alyssa Pirro from Lutheran West finished first in her weight class. You go, girl. And Liz Mattis from Parma was the runner-up in her weight class. These girls really breaking through and into new territory.
I wrestled. I'm a big fan. I watched 2 of those matches on the computer today. These girls are strong. Mm-hmm. They are dedicated. They are passionate. And they're technically sound. Some of the moves that they were hitting, it was like I was watching a guys match.
Yeah.
Kudos to all of those that participated. This is history.
It is.
First ever state tournament in Ohio. Congratulations to all that participated. Russ Mitchell is in the newsroom. He's getting ready for What Matters Most. It's coming up at 6 o'clock. He joins us now with our top headlines at the bottom of the hour. Happy Monday to you, Russ.
Happy Monday to you too, Jay and Betsy, and good afternoon, everybody. The CDC has an update on the coronavirus outbreak. It reports there are now at least 53 confirmed cases in the United States. That number also includes 14 cases of travelers who were diagnosed in the U.S. after returning from overseas. Pioneering mathematician Katherine Johnson has died. She was one of 3 African-American female aerospace workers whose stories were brought to light in the book and movie Hidden Figures. NASA officials today called her an American hero. Katherine Johnson was 101 years old. And tomorrow night is another Democratic debate night in the race for the White House. This one will be in Charleston, South Carolina, just 5 days before Saturday's important South Carolina primary. After the first 2 caucuses and primaries, Bernie Sanders leads the delegate count with 45, followed by Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden. 54 delegates are up for grabs in South Carolina. And this Saturday is going to be an interesting day in South Carolina. A lot of southern states hold their primaries in South Carolina. It held the primaries rather on Saturday, which makes total sense because people can get out and vote.
Absolutely. I think it makes perfect sense. Either that or make it a national holiday. Maybe not for the primaries, but certainly on general election days should be a holiday.
And if they offer one of those sandwiches that you had earlier, I think that's just the ticket.
You talk about voter turnout.
Yeah. Wow.
The skyrocket. You give anything free, people will show up to vote.
Wait till the sugar buzz hits, Russ. I'm going to send them your way.
Oh, no, it's already hit. It's in full effect.
Wow. Can't wait to see it 6, Betsy.
I can't wait to see you either.
Russ, thanks.
Cheers.
Okay, here's a question. Do we want an outlet mall downtown on the lakefront just east of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
This is such a great talker.
I think it is too. An independent developer out of Illinois submitted a plan, Betsy, to the Cleveland City Council. Would have included up to 60 national retailers. You're looking at drawings of what it would have looked like. It was going to have a rooftop bar, lake views, all on a plot of land north of the Shoreway. But before you get too excited about this, don't, because a representative of City Council say it's not going to happen. They're not even going to entertain the idea. Concerns about sustainability were mentioned, as a retail outlet spot 40 miles away that opened 30 years ago is currently only slightly under 75% of occupancy. So we want your thoughts on this. Do you support building an outlet mall on the lakefront? WKYC.com/vote now. And I know the voting's early, but right now the answer is no.
Right.
What are your thoughts on this? Would this be something you would use? Would you like to see it there?
We have the Galleria and we have Tower City that have stores in. The infrastructure is there. You don't need to build new. We have things in place that we need to fill up before we start to expand.
Okay, but what about the idea that you're literally on the water?
Well, I don't think it was on the water. I thought it was on the south side of the Shoreway in the old Muni lot.
There's a lot of discrepancy on that because the articles that I read said that the initial plan was for this to be north of the Shoreway.
Oh, wow.
Which is on the water.
Well, that's the airport. That would be kind of impossible.
Well, I'm not sure exactly where that, but if you can look at it there and where the, I don't know. You can't tell.
It's not conceptualized.
But I saw one article that said the original plan was for this to be located north of the Shoreway. There's not a lot of space there.
No.
But the one thing that I wish we had in Cleveland that we don't, and every time I go to Chicago, I say, why can't Cleveland do something with one of its greatest natural resources? The water and the views. When you go to Chicago, so much of what's going on there is around the water. And I wish we had some kind of retail, entertainment, restaurants where you could sit and enjoy the water view in downtown Cleveland.
We're working on that, I think.
I think we have been for about 50 years.
People are trying to go that way, but we have the Flats, which is on the river.
Right.
And that was kind of a great way to reuse that space, certainly. Yeah. And I think it's just kind of this conversation that keeps coming, but I don't think this is the solution. At least that's my opinion.
Well, the City Council says they're not even going to hear it, so this is definitely not going to happen.
Okay, then.
Not going to happen.
Well, let's get to today's pop break, shall we? Here's Stephanie with a little bit more on what's poppin'.
Yeah, so it's true, right? Those rumors, Friends is coming back, kind of, sort of. It's actually the people who brought us, Ross, Rachel, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, and Monica. The actors have all signed on to a reunion special, but it sounds like it's more of an interview-style show than a look at where those characters are now. Here's what we know in your pop break.
It's being called the one where they got together, but really, it's the one we've all been waiting for. Warner Brothers confirms the entire cast of Friends is booked for an unscripted, hour-long special on HBO Max. The show is filming on the same stage as the original series and is expected to come out in May when the streaming service launches. Could we be any more excited? Disney's attempt to be more inclusive might be a major flop. The Walt Disney Company is introducing its first ever openly lesbian animated character, Officer Spectre, in the upcoming movie Onward. But members of the LGBTQ+ community are saying Disney missed the mark with the Cyclops cop, asking why she looks so different from the other characters, with Broadway star Gideon Glick saying, "Let's be honest, this is how straight people see us anyway." Another question, how come we never meet her girlfriend in the movie? Any Twin Peaks fans celebrating today like a holiday? February 24th is officially Twin Peaks Day because in the show, it's the day FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper shows up in town to investigate the murder of homecoming queen Laura Palmer. Amazon is in on it too, selling the Twin Peaks box set for $66 off today only. And after months of fights, possible booing from Kim K at that game against the Lakers, and that ugly cheating scandal, co-parents Khloe Kardashian and Cleveland Cavaliers player Tristan Thompson seem to be on okay terms. On a recent episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe reflects on her parents' past while talking about her own journey with the father of their daughter, True. She says she now knows how hard her parents worked to keep her happy despite life getting in the way, and she says Tristan is putting in the work for True, too.
And I know her dad is a great person. I know how much he loves her and cares about her, so I want him to be there.
So before anybody gets too excited, we have no reason to believe that they're getting back together or anything like that, but she does say that he's a good person and he's putting in the work to be a good dad.
Well, there's a connection there, and I'm glad that they're working together.
When you co-parent, you better get along.
Right.
Yep.
But I want to know what you guys think about this Friends reunion. Are you excited about it?
It's just a one-time and it's unscripted.
Yeah.
Is it like them being them or them being their characters unscripted?
That's my point. I think it's them being them, and I want to hear from Rachel Green. I don't want to hear from Jennifer Aniston.
No.
I'm sorry, I love you.
Yeah, no,
but I want to hear from Rachel Green.
Well, in that case, it better be scripted.
It's not.
Yeah, I know. It's a money grab. They're trying to bring eyeballs to a platform. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Doesn't do much for me.
We'll be watching and critiquing.
I'll
as
watch it
all
for
people
sure.
love to do.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I will too.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Steph. So, we know that tomorrow's Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras. Mike Polk is in the partying mood a day early. He's going to tell us where the best place to celebrate Mardi Gras in the Cleveland area is. He's waving to his public. That's what he's doing right there. No, don't do that, Mike. Please, no, don't do that.
No beats. No, thank you. Oh, poor Matt. Matt is up next, and Matt was very concerned there for a moment. All right, Matt.
Cut to the maps.
Things are changing. Things are changing.
They are. I'll tell you, we had the nice weekend, hours of sunshine, lots of warm temps. Well, those are gone. We've got Arctic air that's spilling back into the eastern half of the United States. That's going to spin up not one but two storm systems, and that will bring us some rain, some snow, and some wintry weather in terms of lake effect. We'll detail it all for you coming up after the break. Jay.
And here's your pop quiz today. Kobe Bryant, the public memorial took place today in the house that Kobe built, Staples Center in Los Angeles. Kobe played all 20 years of his career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's our question. How many players in the history of the association played at least 20 years with one team? Was it 2, 8, or 24? The answer after the break. Okay, our sports pop quiz question today. Those guesses have significance. 2 was Gianna's number.
Okay.
8 and 24 were Kobe's numbers. Want to venture a guess?
I'm going to say 8.
The number was 2.
Oh.
Only Dirk Nowitzki also played 20 years with the same franchise. He spent 21 years with the Dallas Mavericks and Kobe 20 with the Los Angeles Lakers. Only 2. That's quite a distinction.
I never realized how NBA and television are so similar. Because staying 20 years with one station is pretty tough.
That doesn't happen every day.
We got a couple who've done it. Jim Donovan. So I'll tell you what.
Jim's on year 35.
I know.
How about that?
Beat all the odds.
That's insane.
And then there's the rest of us, right, Matt?
Yeah, I'm on year 2. Yeah, we're almost there. So.
We're slugging in there. And I'll tell you what, tomorrow is going to be one of those days where everybody's like, what are you talking about, winter storm? But don't be fooled.
Yeah, Betsy, you're absolutely right. We're going to start as all rain tomorrow. It's just going to be a typical storm system where we have, some rain, some showers that come and go, but no weather issues whatsoever. It's what happens beyond tomorrow. That's when things really start to change as we bring in colder air and yet another low pressure into the system. So it all starts tonight. We've got some showers that continue to spread across areas near Mansfield, Belleville, up towards Ashland right now. The showers eventually overworking all of northern Ohio tonight. So if you have outdoor plans this evening, heading out to dinner perhaps, you are going to need the umbrella because rain will be here before we know it. It has to overcome a little bit of dry air, but it will be here. This is all courtesy of storm system number 1. Area low pressure swirling near St. Louis will bring this moisture northward. It's going to be all rain as we are on the warm side of things. Complicating it, though, is another system that's diving south out of Canada. This one's bringing the cold air with it. This will dive into this system, kind of pause it for a second, and really start to get things cranking. And that's when we also bring that cold air in. So we've got storm 1, storm 2, they're going to merge. And this is really going to be an all-week system for us here across the Ohio Valley. So let's take you hour by hour through that forecast and the local term here. You can see rain overspreads our area tonight. Temperatures still up near 40. No problems other than wet surfaces tomorrow morning out the door. We may have some come or go showers. It does look like we're going to start mainly cloudy off to the north with more showers overspreading the area throughout the afternoon. Temperatures, though, still up into the 40s. Warmest down to the south and east, coldest off to the north and the west. It's as we get into the Tuesday night, Wednesday, we start to complicate things. You can see our model indicating perhaps some snow in the northern end of this. This is going to be our setup Wednesday. Not all out precipitation, but eventually the rain that we have south and east will transition to snow. And eventually by Wednesday evening into the overnight, we're all snow across northern Ohio. And that's when we're going to see those temperatures drop as well as we bring in that colder air. So the bigger picture, this is going to have all sorts of complications from Detroit back towards Chicago. Travel impacts tomorrow and Wednesday. Heavy snow for them. That looks to be where the heaviest snow will be. But for us, we bring in much colder air Thursday, and then we could be talking some pretty decent lake effect snow on the back end of this. Universal Winters Direct 7-day forecast. No problems tomorrow outside of the rain. Wednesdays when we start to get tricky, and Thursday, Friday. Look at the cold air setting in here all the way through the weekend with some lake effect snow. Jay?
I can finally see my grass, and it's going away again.
Yes, for
wonderful.
A while.
Okay, I'm used to it. Mardi Gras, less than 24 hours away. It's tomorrow. Mike Polk is all fired up for it.
It's officially Mardi Gras Eve, Mike, and I know you are ready to partay. And, Bourbon Street Barrel Room seems like a pretty good place to get in on some festivities. Yes.
I've made this very clear. My second favorite city in America next to Cleveland is New Orleans. That's why I get super excited about Fat Tuesday. And most other stations might bring you down here on Fat Tuesday when stuff's actually going on. We're going to preview it for you and show you what will be going on. We're going to prep you for this. We are at the Bourbon Street Barrel Room. This is where you should be tomorrow. This is honestly the best place to probably celebrate Mardi Gras in Cleveland, and I know a thing or two at this point in my career. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. That wasn't even staged. She's just helping. That's how nice Cleveland people are. So here we are, Bourbon Street Barrel Room. Come on in. A New Orleans-themed, beautiful restaurant with lots of great stuff and great people. Are you guys excited for Mardi Gras tomorrow? Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Ladies, you guys are excited. Are you going to come back here for Mardi Gras tomorrow?
Sure will.
Why not?
Why not?
Do you celebrate Fat Tuesday?
Yeah, I guess I do.
All right.
I don't
Well,
know.
try and maintain that enthusiasm through tomorrow. I appreciate that. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. All right, so tomorrow this place is going to be hopping. They're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. There's going to be like a crawdad race and eating contest of some sort. I got Hannah right here. Hannah, you're going to prepare me a great drink, aren't you? What is it?
Yeah, Yes, this is a hurricane.
Okay, let's have a hurricane. What goes into this, Hannah?
All right, so this has 2 types of rum. We have white rum and spiced rum.
Okay.
A little bit of lime juice, grenadine, passion fruit, and orange juice.
And that is a New Orleans tradition that people can experience down here if they want to, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And tomorrow, what's this place look like? We know.
It'll be packed.
It will be. Is
Definitely.
it usually?
It usually is.
Is this the place to be for Fat Tuesday tomorrow?
I believe so.
You heard it from Hannah, everybody. I recommend strongly the Bourbon Street Barrel Room here in beautiful Tremont. It's worth trying to get out of here. It is a confusing place to hang out and live in Tremont. It is. But come down and join us if you care to, because this is where it's all going to be going on.
I'm in. It's an official live shot because they've poured Mike a drink.
Right, that's true.
Mike, maybe we can just make Fat Monday a thing, right?
It's a theme.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? You know, is everybody down here for a Fat Monday? Yeah, Fat Monday?
Yeah, by the way,
They seem
Mike,
on board with it.
Also,
Doesn't take a
tell
lot
them
to
they
get
need
people
to change
riled
the
up in
channel
this
on
town.
those TVs. That's another little thing.
Of course. So I know it's embarrassing.
All right,
isn't
we're
it?
going to keep moving on, everybody.
That's a cautionary tale. I have that on as a
No
cautionary
doubt.
tale.
We'll be right back.
Everyone avoid that.
Well, as our Sarah Shookman prepares to welcome her new bundle of joy, we are launching our new Great Expectations series, exploring a wide range of topics relating to pregnancy, motherhood, and children. And we're starting at a place that can cause a lot of stress and confusion. Baby gear.
I'm living that now as I'm about to become a grandfather. Yeah, a lot of items out there I didn't even know exist. They weren't there when I was a parent. Whether you're a parent, grandparent, or simply need to buy a baby shower gift, hopefully this will help.
As any new parent or grandparent knows, trying to figure out what you need for baby can be a little bit overwhelming. But we are here at Bye Bye Baby today to make sense of it all.
How do I know which one is right for me? What are the safest? What are
the best price points.
And those are just a few of the questions you'll hear in these aisles. So we brought Kimmy Johnson, an expert mom from the Peace of Mind Project, to get some answers.
The Peace of Mind Project is a business that helps support new and expectant parents throughout this entire transition.
And today you're going to help us figure out what we need when it comes to gear.
First up, car seats and strollers.
Oh my goodness, look at this number of options.
It's so overwhelming for first-time parents.
Yes.
Kimmy's advice, those two items often work together. So start by picking either your car seat or your stroller first.
And then back into the one that is compatible with the one that you've selected.
One of the most popular and budget buys, the Kiko Bravo stroller, which also comes with the KeyFit 30 car seat.
Just unclip like that.
Perfect.
Another benefit, it comes with all your add-ons included.
You have everything that you need all in one fell swoop.
Now, if you're looking for versatility, Kimmy says consider the UPPAbaby Vista system.
This is the UPPAbaby Vista, and with this stroller system, you get the bassinet and the stroller with the stroller seat. This one is on the higher end of the price point, but you have to kind of view it as an investment for your family.
And the bassinet clicks onto this as well?
It does. Just push it down, it just clicks right in.
It can grow with your family with 16 different possible configurations.
This is the same stroller, but set up for two.
It is.
Extras must be purchased separately, so does the car seat. But like many things, you get what you pay for.
This one you can even just push with one hand. This is really good practice. You're doing great.
Next on our list, bassinets.
We can't walk by this one without talking about it. What is this?
So this is brand new. It's called the Mamaroo Sleep.
It reminds me of what I've heard about the Snoo, another really high-tech option.
The idea is that the motion is what helps keep baby asleep, because really it's just recreating what baby was doing in the womb.
Kimmy says the Halo Bassinet is a more traditional choice, which still has some techie features and a unique range of motion.
Right here, this presses down so that you can get in and pick baby up.
And another option, a little easier on your budget, the Beside Me Dreamer.
Something to note here on both of them is that they have mesh sides, which is great for breathability and just for airflow for baby.
How about keeping an eye on baby from the other room? Monitors are next.
This is one category where things seem to change a lot and really quickly.
Very, very quickly.
Just check out the Owlet system, which offers a smart sock to track pulse and oxygen rates, but for some, it can be too much.
You have to know what kind of parent you are. If you want all of the information and that's going to give you peace of mind, this is definitely something to consider. If you're on the other end where maybe this information might feel a little stressful, then maybe you don't want to consider this one and we can look at some other options. On the budget end, we've got VTech here, and this one is a Wi-Fi enabled, which is fantastic for those parents that want to keep an eye on little one.
For others, Wi-Fi convenience isn't worth the concern over online security. In that case, consider something like the Summer Infant Baby Pixel Zoom. With so many options and perhaps a need for Plan B or Plan C, a free registry can help you keep track of what you've got and give you discounts.
You get a lot of different perks with the registry, so you can have almost a whole year with returns, which is fantastic.
Making life with a little one just a little bit easier.
Wow.
How did we do things in the olden days?
How did us cave people raise our
11 years
kids?
ago when Josie was born. The number one thing people say, what advice do you have to me? I have two. I'm not mom of the year or anything. But my thing is, people have been having babies for thousands of years and they've been surviving. Take a deep breath and invest your money in that which needs investing in. Your car seat is a big one, a good stroller, and, you know, your own time, a rocking chair. That would be another good one.
That is a good point. I like that. And how about you, Grandpa?
I'm just sitting back laughing at all of this because my daughter's having her shower in a couple of weeks, and the items have been coming to Cleveland because they live in New York, but the shower's going to be here, and it's just every day
There
a new
she
tech
is.
gadget comes. There she is. This was taken this morning on the
this
beach
so
in Hawaii.
sweet?
That's a picture of my beautiful daughter and my granddaughter.
So awesome.
Yeah, I
When
was
she
in-
do, real quick?
She is a television producer.
When is she due?
Oh, I thought you said, what does she do? She's due May 20, something
And you're
or other.
due
right around there. We're
It's
like
a race.
Yeah.
We're
All
right
right.
in the same week. So it'll be
Okay, I
interesting.
hope we have baby and grandbaby on the same day.
I'm going to be here alone one day. You watch. It's coming. I'll be right back with them.
Thanks, guys. Really great tips.
Check 1, 2, 3, Brandon's microphone. This is what it sounds like to be Brandon here in Rocky River where this fire.
I do, Al Wall. How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, talking to Al after the weekend.
Hey there, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, the new facility may be coming to Northeast Ohio that could give Topgolf some new.
We're out of time.
We are.
Back tomorrow.
That's right, but what matters most starts right now.
Tonight, cash for votes? The Democratic Party demanding prosecutors look into a $50,000 giveaway. Why one local DJ says he backed out of the event. Also, flames for miles. Nothing left but an empty shell. What investigators are saying about this massive fire at a condo complex. Wrongly convicted? A new look at shaken baby cases leads to questions about decades-old allegations of child abuse. Emotional farewell.
God knew they couldn't be on this earth without each other.
Vanessa Bryant's brave goodbye to her husband and daughter as some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment share their grief.
From the WKYC studios, this is What Matters Most.
Who wouldn't think that, if they're giving away $25,000, they're going to want something in return?
A Northeast Ohio DJ shares his concerns after a coalition led by a Cleveland pastor offered cash seemingly in exchange for votes in the upcoming presidential election.
As Andrew Horansky explains, the state's Democrats now want Cuyahoga County to investigate.
Come on down, April. It began in December when the Urban Revitalization Coalition, a nonprofit, held a free cash giveaway at the Galleria, handing out $25,000 in a series of raffles.
4 more years for President Trump. Yay!
Hundreds at a time, always in cash. Headliners included Geraldo Rivera, who spoke openly and positively about the president.
They never made it seem like it was politically driven.
Ellery Smith was hired as the DJ, but grew suspicious over a pattern of rhetoric.
You can read between the lines. Nobody's just going to come give away this amount of money for nothing in return. I think that the money that they're giving away is to sort of persuade minority votes towards that candidate or whatever.
Tonight, the state's Democratic Party agrees, sending this letter to the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office, alleging the coalition and its pastor, Darrell Scott, offered cash in exchange for support of President Trump in the 2020 election.